What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nick LeBeau, and today is Week 17 NFL Pick'em, as you saw by the title. And first of all, Happy New Year. 2020 is behind us. 2021 is now here. Hopefully, it'll be a way better year than the last previous year. Also, I'll give you a quick score update. Alabama is about to clinch their spot in the national championship. They are up 31-7 over Notre Dame. Basically at the 2-minute warning. Notre Dame is in the red zone, so they might score, but at this point it's way too late to come back. But yeah, let's get into NFL spread up or pick 'em. And as you guys know, for Week 17, every single game is on Sunday. No primetime football. Well, there is Sunday night football. Sorry about that. But there is no Saturday, Thursday, or Monday night football this week. So yeah, first game is Miami at Buffalo. I'm going to go with Buffalo in this one, which really hurts because I'd love to see Miami make the playoffs, but I just don't think it's going to work. They're kind of inconsistent at quarterback. All year it's basically been Ryan Fitzpatrick or Tua, and Tua hasn't really been able to kind of lead the team to a bunch of wins. He's kind of, if you ask him to go in and game manage, yeah, he's good at that, but everything else is just kind of on. So I'm going to go with Buffalo. Buffalo wants the second seed a lot, and they have too much riding on this game to lose. Also, it's in Buffalo, so yeah. Next up is Green Bay at Chicago, and as much as it hurts me to say, Green Bay is going to win this game. They have too much on the line. They have the number 1 overall seed on the line. They have the bye on the line. If this was Chicago maybe 2-3 years ago, totally, I'd probably take them. But, yeah, their defense is good, but Chicago's offense still sucks. And until they can really get an offense that can produce, they will not win many games in the future. Next up is Baltimore at Cincinnati. I'm going to go Baltimore. I know Cincinnati's kind of been on a streak, but Baltimore has the playoffs on the line. Cincinnati has a top 6 pick on the line. So yeah, I think it's going to be Baltimore. Next up is Pittsburgh at Cleveland. This one's pretty easy. Cleveland. Pittsburgh is sitting Ben Roethlisberger. They're going with Mason Rudolph. And yeah, I think Cleveland's going to get it done. They have the playoffs on the line, and I am going to be so happy seeing Cleveland get back into the playoffs. So yeah. Okay, next up is Minnesota at Detroit. I'm going to go with Minnesota. Both of these teams probably don't want to win because they've already been eliminated and they wanted an earlier pick. But I think Minnesota will come out with the win. They're just a better team than Detroit. Next up is Jacksonville at Indy. Indy has the playoffs on the line. Jacksonville has, well, they've already clinched the first overall pick. And I think Indy just has too much on the line. It's in Indianapolis. So I'm going with Indianapolis here. Next up is LA at Kansas City. Kansas City is resting most of their starters, I believe. So I'm going to go with LA. However, if Kansas City is, I don't think they're playing Mahomes, but if they're playing their other starters, then I would take them just because I think they're better than LA, and LA is going to want a lower draft pick. So yeah. So basically that's kind of like my pick is if Kansas City starts some guys, even if they don't start Mahomes, but they start some of their other starters, I'll take them. But if they sit pretty much everyone, then I'm going with LA. Next up is New York at New England. Now this one's going to be interesting. I'm going to go with New York. I think Bill Belichick will actually throw the game. And I know you could argue that coaches don't really do that, but Bill Belichick, there's nothing to play for. They've already been eliminated. New York's already clinched the 2nd overall pick. They have nothing to play for. And at this point, Bill Belichick is not going to get fired. He's not, well, he could leave, but I don't think that's going to be a reality. He wants the lowest pick he can get, and a loss to the Jets would help with that. So, yeah. Next up is Dallas at New York. I'm going to go with Dallas. I think Dallas is just a better team. They have the playoffs on the line, and Andy Dalton's been playing good. Wide receivers have been playing good. Pass rush is getting productive. And yeah, Dallas. Next up is Atlanta at Tampa Bay. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay in this one. They're kind of playing for seeding and playoffs. Or not playoffs, but seeding. And Atlanta has nothing to play for, really. Except for some guys' jobs. Next up is New Orleans at Carolina. I'm going to go with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints, as they will fly past Carolina. I hope they lose, but I don't think they'll lose because they really want the second overall, or the second seed. And yeah. Alright, next up is Tennessee at Houston. I'm going to go Tennessee. They have the playoffs on the line. Houston has nothing on the line. J.J. Watt will have another awesome rant. And yeah, Tennessee will fly past Houston. Next up is Las Vegas at Denver. I think this is kind of a pump up game for Las Vegas going into the off season. So I think they're gonna play awesome football and plow past Denver, even though they're only favored by, I believe, like 2 points, something like that. Next up is Arizona at LA Rams. I'm going to go with Arizona. John Wolford is not, I don't see him doing good unless he's some like Kurt Warner 2.0, which I don't think he is. And Arizona has the playoffs to play for. Well, they both have the playoffs to play for, but Arizona has a good QB. LA has John Wolford. So Arizona. Next up is Seattle at San Francisco, and you guys all know I will go Seattle even if they're playing the Chiefs. Well, I do think we can beat the Chiefs. But yeah, I'm going with Seattle in this one. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm a Seahawks page, so that'd kind of be weird for me to go against them. Unless it was like they were playing like all-time team. Then I'd probably pick against them. Okay, next up is Washington at Philadelphia. I think it's going to be Washington in this one. Alex Smith, I believe, is playing. Yeah, I think it's... Or is it Taylor Henneke? If it's Henneke, then I'll go Philadelphia. But if it's Smith, I'd go Washington. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to clarify on that. But yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed this video, please go down below, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. And because this video is coming out late, I have not one, but 2 videos coming out tomorrow. Pretty exciting. And yeah, enjoy your Blue Friday and New Year's Day. And yeah, peace out. Go Hawks.